Morning, everyone. This is Ari, and welcome to our continuous coverage here of Hurricane Beryl. It is Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024. We have an urgent update on this powerful storm currently moving through the Caribbean. This is advisory number 16 from the National Hurricane Center. Alright, as of 11 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time, the center of Hurricane Beryl is located at latitude 15.3 north and longitude 68.9 west. Currently places Beryl approximately 235 miles southeast of Isla Beata in the United Kingdom and 555 miles east-southeast of Kingston, Jamaica. So looking here at the graphics from the National Hurricane Center, you can see that it's currently packing still a Category 5 here, with those winds being at 160 miles per hour. Around 260 kilometers an hour, making it a Category 5 hurricane on the Safford-Simpson hurricane wind scale. This is the earliest Category 5 on record, earlier than Hurricane Emily, which reached Category 5 status on July 11th, 2005. It's currently moving to the west-northwest at 22 miles per hour, with the minimum central air pressure being at 938 millibars. Fortunately, the storm is continuing to weaken as wind shear is starting to impact it a little bit. Aircraft reconnaissance is going in there. As you can see here, they did not find an air pressure below 940. It was about 940, 941 millibars. So the good news is the air pressure is starting to rise. The storm is becoming a little bit more ragged. However, the eye still remains pretty small. So at the next update, we may see 150, 155 miles an hour down to Category 4 intensity. But something I do want to mention is that eye has shrunk, as you can see there in the last loop there. So that's the good news, that the storm is weakening a little bit. Currently, their hurricane warnings are in effect for Jamaica, where life-threatening winds and storm surge are expected to hit on Wednesday. Currently, if you're in Jamaica, please rush your preparations to completion, as conditions will begin to start to deteriorate early tomorrow. So I do want to go a little bit over the modeling about where this storm may actually impact and when it may impact Jamaica. So looking at the HWRF, I'm going to go through all the models. I'll go to the last one. This is the latest run here. Again, it is showing it at this time probably a little bit on the weaker side. There it is. There it is at 950, 960, 50. Again, it gets very, very close there to Jamaica, but according to this, it actually looks like the storm may actually make landfall now. With all the updates that have been coming out, the storm has been just slightly north of their track. So they keep on shifting north, and then it goes farther north of the track. And so they're having to constantly shift the track north and farther north. Now they're showing, the National Hurricane Center now showing a landfall there in the southern area of Jamaica, where they would probably get Category 3, 120, 100, high in Category 3, possibly 140 mile an hour winds with the storm. So this would be one of the strongest storms to ever make landfall in Jamaica. Thankfully, the HWRF shows us quickly just kind of weakening. There'll be quite some wind shear there over the over the Gulf of Mexico there, the Bay of Campeche. There's a chance that this could begin to fall apart. If you look here, you can kind of see the overall structure here of the storm. The upper levels, this is the lower levels of the storm, where you can kind of see the structure at the surface begins to kind of fall apart a little bit, especially there as it gets there over the Bay of Bengal. The structure begins to fall apart. It does look like the structure begins to get tighter a little bit as it gets closer to land, but it depends on if there is a trough and allows the storm to move off to the north. And this is in terms of seeing a potential impact of a U.S. impact with this system. Right now, the models are just not really agreeing on one thing or another. And so right now, I'm not going to say if there will be an impact, because we simply do not know. We have to wait to see what the conditions are, how it looks like in the Gulf. Does it continue to move north? Does it completely miss the Yucatan Peninsula completely? Or does it make landfall? Does it go into Mexico? Does it move farther north and we see a Texas landfall? We don't know right now. All right, and so that's kind of what we're waiting on. We're just trying to figure out, we need more agreement within the model so we can have a better prediction on where this storm is going to go. Now, regardless, if you live in Texas, always just be prepared. Be prepared. Not saying it's going to impact, not saying it's going to impact Mexico, but just be prepared. that's it. Have your preparations ready. So that's what we got with some of the modeling here. I'm going to look at some of the other models here because it's just really, the models are just kind of a little bit all over the place here. This is the H-Mon. I'm going to go through the update yesterday. Again, showing this way stronger than it actually was. They're showing at 919 millibars. It only reached, like, the lowest higher pressure we'd even see below 930. We saw about 930 millibars. They're showing 919 millibars. Way stronger than it is. But then this storm shows it rapidly deteriorating and then intensifying again there. And so, even if it makes landfall northeast Mexico, again, conditions would still be bad there. And extreme South Padre Island would also be impacted. But and these are just what some of the models are showing. And again, as you can see, not all the models, we don't really know. I mean, the GFS showing just a complete, 990, that wouldn't even classify as a major hurricane, 982 millibars. Category 1, maybe Category 2. They're showing 972 when it's in reality at 40? Really? It's really at 940 right now. So we're just going to have to watch and see just how strong this system gets. They're showing a landfall closer to Corpus Christi. This one particular model is. So all the models have been different, for sure. And then the European model, I believe, is also showing that landfall there in Mexico. This is actually showing a landfall over Jamaica. And again, moving as well. And they're also showing that there in the Yucatan Peninsula. So we're going to have to closely monitor this. And again, I want to point out that days, 3, 4, and 5 out here, these days, 3, 4, and 5, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we simply don't have an exact idea of how strong the storm is going to be or exactly where it's going to go. It's all going to depend on what the storm does now. And it's continuing to be farther to the north than previously expected. Here's the latest satellite imagery of Hurricane Beryl. Very well defined eye right there. Heat convection around the eye as well. I also want to mention that the hurricane watch is also in effect there for the south coast of Haiti or Dominican Republic as well. So again, Dominican Republic, the Cayman Islands are also under hurricane watch, and those will very likely reach the hurricane warnings as the storm gets closer. Alright, so we do expect that the center of the storm to be very close to the Yucatan Peninsula by Thursday night. And we're going to be continuing looking at air traffic reconnaissance as this hurricane gets, as we get more information from it. Fortunately, NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate that Beryl has begun to weaken with central pressure rising and maximum winds decreasing. However, it remains an extremely dangerous hurricane. However, some weakening is forecast. Beryl is still expected to be a major hurricane anticipated as it approaches Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. I believe if this does make landfall on the Yucatan Peninsula as a major Category 3 hurricane, at least, it will be one of very few storms to cross the entire Caribbean as a major hurricane. Now, some of the hazards that could be affecting land. I want to talk about that as well. That's another issue that we have as well. So, rainfall, again, is going to be another issue. Some areas of Jamaica could see locally heavy rainfall, up to 12 inches in some areas. 8 inches for the Dominican Republic. Some areas in in Haiti could see upwards of a foot. So lots and lots of heavy rain is expected here in the Caribbean islands, including as well as the Cayman Islands. On top of that, we will see storm surge, which could raise water levels 5 to 8 feet on above normal tide levels, on top with destructive waves. Tropical storm conditions are expected along the southern coast of Hispaniola today, with upwards of 1 to 3 foot of storm surge. The Cayman Islands could see hurricane conditions by Thursday, 2 to 4 feet of storm surge, which is why they're under that hurricane watch. As large swells that are generated by Beryl will continue to affect on the Windward and southern Leeward Islands, including Puerto Rico there, and as well as Hispaniola, causing life-threatening surf in rip current conditions. So this is the main update. I want to make it quick. and talk about where this one might go. And again, we do want to talk about its impacts to Hispaniola and the Cayman Islands and Jamaica, mainly before we go to the Yucatan Peninsula, the Bay of Campeche, and the southern Gulf of Mexico, as it is just not, we don't have an exact idea because we need more agreement along the model. So we're not going to say where this could, if this is going to impact Texas or not, or the mainland United States. As of right now, we do not have an answer, as we are again waiting of agreement from the modeling. Well, as always, again, stay tuned into your local meteorological services for updates specific to your area. Again, the next immediate advisory will be at 2 p.m., followed by complete advisory at 5 p.m. Please take all necessary precautions to stay safe. This is Arya from the Hurricane Watch Team, and we'll keep you updated and informed of Hurricane Beryl's progresses. Thank you for watching, and peace out.